I know, and everyone's invited. Oh, hey guys, it's Glenn Hall here, not Gary Mitchell, no. He's off buying a Greek island. That's right, he's using $50 and buying a Greek island. How fortunate for him. Tonight, I'll be hosting Sweet and Sour in his place, and we have some fantastic letters. The first of which is not so glam, beauty pageants. Are they really about inner beauty, or is it just external beauty? Are the people taking part in beauty pageants queen bees or wannabes? And our second letter for this evening, yay the Queen, young people wanting the Queen and the royalty to be in place. But older people want a republic, or do they? Will republics really change things? And our final letter, Colourful Chap, is about a woman who's concerned that her husband wears makeup. He's not much of a man in her eyes, or is he more of a man? I don't know, we'll find out next on Sweet and Sour. Right.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Yeah.
Episode of Sweet and Sour with another panel of fantastic guests, and it's me, Glenn Hall, not Gary Mitchell, but Gary's just sent me a text message and said we're all invited to join him on his Greek island. So we'll be giving you the details for that as soon as the show is finished. But enough of me, just improvising my way through tonight's show, not by myself, but with a fantastic panel of guests and long-time watcher, first-time participator, Adam Perkins. How are you?
Very well, thanks, mate.
Great. What are you working? You're an actor,
Yes.
director,
Yes.
writer?
Yes.
What's the thing you like doing the most?
I kind of like all of it, to be honest. It's
Come
like, at the moment, I'm enjoying the acting because it's far less responsibility.
Ah, right. Yes,
And I
yes.
quite enjoy
Hurry
that
up and wait.
That's right.
Is that
yeah.
what it's like on a film set?
Absolutely.
And you've been working on something now. It's going to be released in October.
Yes.
It is Zombie Ninjas versus Black Ops.
Yes, that's what it is. It's a feature-length movie, all shot in Perth. The title was actually most of the appeal.
Yeah.
Kind of saw that, was like, I've got to be in that movie.
Yeah.
And I went through it and got the lead, and it comes out in October. It's got an international release. And yeah, it's like a horror action kind of Die Hard meets zombies kind
That
of all
sounds
sorts
fantastic.
of goodness. Yeah.
But what do Zombie Ninjas have against Black Ops? Without spoiling it.
I really don't know, and I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Or
Top
else
secret.
it could
I
be
understand it's the life of an actor, and that's what
right.
happens. Carmen Hansberry, how are you?
Yeah, great. How are you?
I'm awesome. And look, here you are, kitchen designer to the stars. Is that right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, have some personalities. I have done their kitchen over time.
I love a personality.
Yes.
I love a good... In fact, this show is full of personalities every week. And what's the hot thing in kitchens at the moment? Is it a tile? Is it a tap? Is it
I
a
think
cabinet?
Hampton-style kitchens are making a big on the rise at the moment.
Hampton style. Is that because of the Real Housewives kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the thing from... What identifies a Hampton kitchen?
Just more a traditional style and like built-in chimney breast and that sort of look. Sort of like the OC come revenge set.
You had me at the word breast. And Amanda Weston, how are you? Nice
I'm good,
to see
thank
you here.
you.
And what are you working on at the moment? You're a copywriter and
Yes.
what are you doing?
Well, I'm working on my voice to join a choir.
No way. What's the
True
appeal of a
that.
choir?
Well, I've just always wanted to sing. I wanted to be in musical theatre and I really didn't have the talent or the drive to succeed.
Yeah, you need the drive. And what is it about being in a choir? Do you don't want to be a solo? You like to be part of a...
Well, I keep the solo stuff for karaoke.
Right. And so what's your karaoke song, please? Tell
John
us.
Farnham, You're the Voice.
John
would
Farnham.
have to be my number one.
Whoa. Whoa. Wow, that gets right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Millsy?
G'day, Glenn.
Good
Hello,
to see
everyone.
you again,
Nice
mate.
to be back, mate.
Yeah. What's going on at the moment?
Nothing, mate. No, nothing at all. No, very
You've got to
quiet.
be happy about something.
No,
or-
I'm always happy. I mean, it's happy to be here, happy to be alive, alive and kicking, and advances in bathrooms and kitchens. is huge. I love those taps where the water comes out red and you know that it's hot.
Yes.
That's incredible how they do that. And the same with... Have you seen those?
No.
That is just amazing. It's one of
blue
the
for
greatest
cold and
advances.
red.
great for little kids, you know, they go, wow, that's hot. And,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder
great
what
word.
the red water feels like, Daddy.
yeah. No, that's very clever, but yeah.
They only do it once. Yes, I have a child, and that's true. Yes. Well, I think we should get on with our first letter and see what this panel think. Here we go. Not so glam. Hello, panel. My totally drop-dead gorgeous 19-year-old daughter obsesses over beauty competitions. The problem began when, on her 18th birthday, she and all her friends went to the pub to celebrate. She was pushed into a pub beauty competition. Well, she won a trip to Bali and has entered 3 similar competitions since. Now she's planning entry into her 4th. Her father and I have done our level best to dissuade her from these trivial pursuits, as we find them to be confined, in the main, to the superficial and vacuous. My mum, who was a beauty and still is a bit of a knockout, entered competitions in her day and thoroughly enjoyed herself until she married and lived happily ever after. Beauty competitions were quite acceptable back then. Since the campaign for female equality began, however, these competitions have been seen for what they truly are, demeaning and debasing of women. Yet my beautiful and exceptionally clever daughter is caught up in the perception of glamour that these evil quests promote. How do I convince my daughter that the girls who enter these competitions in this age are brainless and working against all the progress the feminist movement achieved? And so far, she's resisted those disgusting but numerous offers with urged dollars attached to do porn. I'm scared she'll succumb when she just doesn't belong in that group of pretty yet petty morons. Jennifer from Bribie Island in Queensland, and we're going to go straight to you, Millsy. Millsy, is this a problem for this mother here, this daughter who wants to be a part of these pageants?
I think the use moron was used, but it should have been used on yourself, Jennifer. Fair dinkum. Just because someone wants to be part of a beauty pageant doesn't make them a bimbo, and it certainly doesn't mean that they're not using their talent. Look, if you've got the looks and you're prepared to use it and advance your career in whatever way, doesn't mean you're going to turn to porn. I mean, that's so wrong to kind of put the connection together. I've been involved with beauty pageants, and some of them are more intelligent than most of the people that are actually watching.
I mean, you've won a number of beauty
I
pageants.
have indeed, and that's why I take great offence, actually, at this letter, because I take it personally. But seriously, if she's happy to go in the contest and she feels that her self-esteem is built up by that, why knock her down?
You think Jennifer should be supporting her daughter?
In whatever she wants to do, whatever makes her happy. If she chooses to go down the line of pornography or to become some form of tart, then obviously that's what she wanted anyway. If she makes that choice.
Right.
If she's forced into it, well, that's a different story. But there doesn't seem to be any force here, so she's making her own free will, and we should get in and support her, because without those kind of competitions, there wouldn't be ugly people in the world like me. So that gives her the opportunity to focus in on inner beauty.
Understood.
Thank you.
Amanda, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you agree that Jennifer should be more supportive of her daughter?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that it was quite harsh of her to say that everybody that enters beauty competitions are brainless or
superficial and vacuous.
Yes. I entered a lot of baby pageants when I was about 8 months old.
Wow.
Joking.
You entered them yourself?
Totally joking.
Oh, all right. No. But how do you feel about beauty pageants? As a woman, do you feel it's demeaning and debasing to women?
I think it depends which beauty pageants. I think some perhaps more so than others.
Right.
But there are some other ones which have really launched the career of many women today.
Yeah. And obviously it makes some people happy as well.
Yes.
Well, what do you think, Carmen? I mean, do you think that she's overrating how smart her own daughter actually is? Maybe her daughter isn't as clever as she thinks she is.
I'm sure her daughter actually has some sort of career or some sort of study as well as this, and this is just an extracurricular activity. So I think the whole thing of this is she's overreacting, first of all. It's obviously she's at that age and she's like 19 years old. She's got a whole life ahead of her. So I believe that, just let her go and let it be. I think it's going to be a bit far-fetched if she's relating this to porn, but she's obviously overreacting.
She's overreacting,
Yes.
and she should just stop interfering and
Just let it run its course.
Let it run its course. You think it's a bit of a phase?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Adam?
I think Jennifer sounds a bit jealous of her daughter and of her mother. It sounds like the beauty genes skipped a generation.
Oh.
Don't know what Jennifer looks like, but it'd be particularly unfortunate if she didn't follow suit with the other two.
Right.
I think it's a bit sad that she says how talented and smart and funny her daughter is, but she doesn't give her a chance to showcase it.
Yeah.
Bad parenting. No parts.
Yeah, well,
Jen is malicious.
yeah, she's smart, she's funny, she's gorgeous, and yet
She's
Jennifer
surrounded
doesn't
by-
trust her daughter's own decision-making
She's surrounded by the
abilities.
vacuous and the evil and everything that is a beauty pageant.
Well, there you go, Jennifer. No sympathy from our panel here. In fact, I think the panel's suggesting maybe just butt out and understand that sometimes genes skip a generation. You got hit with the ugly stick, and that's okay. Just enjoy yourself and let your daughter enjoy herself too. We'll be back soon with another letter from Sweet and Sour. Was that wrong to say ugly stick?
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Having an amazing night here, and it's not just because Gary Mitchell's not here. There are other reasons. It's because I'm surrounded by such a panel of absolute beasts. And they're ready to solve your letter. I meant beasts in a good way, by the way. And here we go. But if you want to send us a letter, send it to letters@sweetandsour.net.au. And for past episodes and more, check out the website sweetandsour.net.au. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Plus, for a behind-the-scenes look at Sweet and Sour, follow us on Instagram. And the movie is Natalie O'Shea from NRC. No, it's not her. The movie is Mr. Holmes. Anyone who sends a letter in will receive tickets to that movie because we need more things about Sherlock Holmes, for goodness sake. All right, here we go with our next letter. Yay the Queen. Hello, Mitch and panel. Glenn and panel. I'm 22 years old and don't feel the need to get into politics much, as most of the politicians make me want to vomit. I really love Australia, and I also love the old Queen and a very funny husband, Prince Philip. I've heard the stories about Australians wanting to become a republic years ago, and as I understand, that would mean that we'll no longer be under the rule of the British or the royal family, and instead will be ruled by a president. In 1999, we had a vote on this, and over 60% of the public decided to stay under the Queen's rule. And with Kate and Wills, with little Georgie and Charlotte, I just can't imagine anyone not wanting to keep the royal family as our sovereign leaders. And say for argument's sake that we did actually become a republic, how would that change our everyday lives? Would prices go down? Would it create more youth jobs? I mean, how would this affect all of us young people? Can someone please explain what all of this means and how it will affect me and the rest of the country, because I don't get it. That's from Kylie in Armidale, WA. Adam, are you a Republican or a Royalist?
To be perfectly honest, I don't give a shit either way.
Wow.
I think it's just a smoke screen that they bring up to cover some of the real issues. Like, we'll have a referendum about this, but you forget about homeless and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
I think all it really means, though, is that Women's Day and Women's Weekly will struggle for cover and content, and we'll be stuck with the Kardashians a whole lot. And that's about as much. That's
So
about as much as it means to me.
Flip a coin for you, you don't care either
And
way.
I think Will and Kate and the kids, they're good examples for the youth to be following. You know, they're trying to do it right. I think
Carmen,
that can't be too bad.
Carmen, your youth. You're a lot more youthful than me, that's for sure. How do you feel? Are you a republic or a monarchist?
I'm a monarchist. I love the royal family, and
Why?
they're just cute. Like watching the George and Charlotte, and reading the Women's Day, and looking at all the photos and doing the girly thing when you're getting your hair done. It's great. But I honestly think there's a tool that this person could be using. It's called Google, and they could get that instead of wasting your time writing into us. And
they could get their own information. You think they've wasted our time. Kylie, you've wasted our time, according to Carmen.
I mean, we'd have to change our currency and stuff like that, and then we'd have to go through the whole thing, like what Greece is going through now. It'd be a whole, the whole process would just be messy.
That's right. We couldn't have the Queen on the back of the coin. Who would you like to see on the back of a coin?
John Farnham.
John Farnham,
Yeah.
of course. I think that would be great.
He's a true Aussie icon.
He is a true Aussie icon. So do you think he better represents Australian people than the royal family?
Totally.
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 You don't care either way, do you?
No, I mean, okay, 1999. What year is it now? Oh, 2015. Idiot. Sorry.
Wow, okay. And 22 years old, they were like just a child vomiting. Millsy, thank goodness someone we can talk on the same level here.
I was around in 1999. Hard to believe, but I was. I got to say, you're going to keep the royal family because they're cute. I mean, koalas are cute. You really want them as a head of state? Please, no, we need to get rid of them. You've got to go back and look at the history. Back when the plebiscite was put to the people back in 1999, it was that biased. John Howard manipulated it, and it was just wrong on so many levels. If it was put honestly, do you want a republic, it would be overwhelmingly accepted by the majority. And you're on the right path, Kylie. Get on board, get on the winners, get on board a republic. Forget about the monarchists, they're a thing of the past.
And who would the president be in your eyes, Millsy?
Probably Glenn McGrath.
Glenn McGrath. Glenn McGrath.
Glenn McGrath. Yeah, because he would like shoot anyone that he didn't like.
Yeah, that's right. Who would you like to see, Adam?
Who was that surfer that punched the shark? Him.
Oh, Mick Fanning.
Mick Fanning. I reckon he'd be all right.
I think that's brilliant. Mick Fanning for president. And he could like punch Vladimir Putin, couldn't he?
Punch the shark.
He could punch. If he can punch a shark, he can punch any politician in the world. Mick Fanning for president. We'll be back with our third letter of Sweet and Sour soon.
My 3 pieces of advice. 1, drink a whole bunch of water every day. 2, don't sweat the small stuff. 3, watch Sweet and Sour.
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Awesome sugar.
I hate it when that happens. You end up there by accident and then everything goes wrong. We're just hearing some wonderful things about the Ninja Zombies versus Black Ops movie coming out soon. But now we have to get on to our third letter, and it is this colourful chap. Dear Sweet and Sour, I've just discovered that my husband has been wearing makeup for years. How dumb am I? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I didn't notice. I didn't ask. Why would I? Who would ever suspect a man wearing makeup anyway? Well, the men on the panel can attest to the fact that we're all wearing makeup now. No need to go into why I didn't know. I always thought his face woke up later in the day. Anyway, my girlfriend spotted him in his car on the way to work, colouring up his eyes, eyebrows and sideburns with eyeliner pencil. She called me and mentioned it as if it was normal by saying that, I caught your hubby putting on his face in the car when I pulled up next to him this morning. Since then, I've said nothing, but have confirmed by closer observation that he's wearing pencil-enhanced facial features. None of the lip gloss, eyeshadow and so on. What do I do or say here? Because I'm really at a loss to explain my very macho husband's very feminine behaviour. Is he in the closet? Marguerite, Manly, New South Wales. Oh dear. Amanda, is this a problem that men are wearing makeup?
I think that more and more men are turning to beauty regimens to, spruce up their face a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I use a scrub in the shower,
That's
a face
good.
scrub and a bit of
Yes.
moisturiser. I'm wearing makeup at the moment because I'm on television under the lights, but, do you think there's a lot of men getting about in makeup these days?
I think the best men in makeup are those that you see down at Connie's with their fishnets on and their high heels.
Do you think he's getting involved in a bit of that?
Maybe he's just very theatrical and, maybe he has a secret job in the theatre which requires stage makeup and she just doesn't know. But I think it's quite interesting that she couldn't tell after years. I mean, you can tell when someone's wearing makeup.
Especially when you're in a relationship with that person and I assume that they're getting very close at certain times.
Yes.
Millsy, what do you think? Have you ever been one to wear makeup when it wasn't required, when you're just getting about doing the shopping or whatever?
Once I've got the pantyhose on, I really have had enough by then, so I find it hard to really actually go to the makeup. This bloke is obviously got issues. Is he in a closet? I don't think so, because he's openly doing it in a car, so that answers that question. You need to talk, you need to communicate. Maybe you can help him and improve the way he looks, because, some blokes need makeup. I'm one of the fortunate ones that don't.
Exactly.
I'm not wearing makeup tonight.
No.
You could probably notice that I'm just a rugged-looking type of guy, so some blokes need it, some blokes don't. Look, he obviously needs it for his confidence. Let him go. If he wants to wear, whatever else he wants to wear, bra, knickers, go for it, mate.
Well, maybe he is. I mean, Adam, what do you think? You're an actor as well. You've been in the makeup chair a lot, so there's not that stigma attached.
I don't think it's such a big deal. I mean, if he's dragging it up and going down the shops, like you said, might be, or wearing the dresses might be a little bit of a different thing.
Well, it sounds like he's like colouring in his sideburns, doing his eyebrows and his eyes.
I'm a bit more worried about her after all these years. Like, she says, how dumb am I? Like, I don't think you're dumb. I just think maybe you're not as observant as you may think. But then she goes on to say, I thought his face woke up later in the day.
Yeah.
So I changed that to thinking that she's kind of an idiot.
A lot of blokes don't like ageing, let's be honest.
Yeah,
a lot of blokes don't want to admit that they're old.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 27 now, and I just find it hard to kind of say that. So it is difficult for some blokes to accept it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Do you think that's why he's putting on makeup, Carmen, that he's trying to hide the fact that he's ageing, or is there some other intrinsic reason?
He probably has light hair, so like maybe blonde, and he wants to fill that area in.
Right.
But I think he needs to look together at maybe getting maybe tattooed. These women get their eyebrows tattooed nowadays, so maybe permanently getting it tattooed, so he doesn't have to worry about redoing it every day. But as for like the wife going forward and speaking to him, maybe they could go together and buy their makeup together and save in bulk.
Yeah.
And then that way you save the family money.
They could like go to Aldi or something like that.
Or Avon or something like that.
She fell in love with a macho bloke. Now he's turned into some form of, I don't know, different type of character.
Well, does it make him less macho if he's wearing makeup in your eyes, Carmen?
Well, as long as he can apply it properly, I guess. Maybe it's a good applying because she hasn't noticed it before.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe it's the jealousy thing again.
Maybe
He's
she's
applying
a pig
his
dog.
makeup much better than she's able to apply hers.
That's right, and it's a jealousy, and then when they go out, he gets more attention.
Right.
Because
That's
his
what
lips,
it
oh
is.
no, he's not wearing the gloss. Maybe the eyebrows are on point and hers aren't.
Perfect brows.
And maybe he's trying to look good for her.
Correct.
Right. And clearly he's doing a pretty good job if she's never noticed it before.
Well, that's it. It's
So
all
do
very
we
natural.
think he's in the closet?
No.
Absolutely not.
So
He's
it's
in the
normal,
car.
totally normal.
He's in the car.
In the change room and
Steve Literal Mills. We have to pick a winner for this letter. Who's the letter that we love the most? Who deserves the pair of sunglasses?
I would say the first one because maybe the mother needs the glasses to cover her face up.
Ah, right. So you think
ugly
it
face.
should be, was it?
Beauty pageant?
Yes, the beauty
Yep.
pageant one. Jennifer from Bribey Island. Anyone else? Amanda, what do you think?
I quite like a Marguerite from Manly with the drag queen husband.
Right. Maybe she needs some sunglasses just to kind of keep a low profile when she's next to him.
Maybe.
Millsy, what do you think?
I think that's a jackpot, personally. I didn't like any of the letters tonight. I think we'll have 2 sets up for grabs next week.
That is the most unhelpful thing anyone could ever say on this program, except for that particular word. Yeah. And what do you think? What do you think, Adam? Who do you think should get the sunglasses?
I think the beauty pageant mum, maybe if she won something, she might lighten the fuck up on her daughter.
Perfect, magical. Yes,
How's that?
Jennifer from Bribey Island, she is going to get the sunglasses with the winning letter, and hopefully with the sunglasses, she's won something. She can be happy. We hope you'll be happy, Jennifer from Bribey Island, now that you've actually won something and you can leave your mother to being glamorous and your daughter to being glamorous and just let them be happy and free. It's been fun tonight. Yeah, I think we should get rid of Mitch more often.
Yeah, well, we could sell him and solve the Greek debt problem.
Right,
Yeah.
perfect.
Well,
Well,
what
it'd
do
be
you get
worth
for
a
it?
few krona. What a few, I don't know.
Very good.
What's the Greek currency? There's no currency anymore. It's just like shells, isn't it?
Like Adam said, it's not going too well. Thanks for having us, Clint. Good
Thanks
to see
for
you.
coming on,
Thanks,
Millsy.
mate.
I appreciate it. Amanda, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck with the karaoke and all of the
Thank
vocal
you.
choir singing. Carmen, thank you.
Thanks for
I can't
having
wait
me.
to hear what the latest design in kitchenware is.
Yes.
Yeah, and keep on designing those kitchens, please. I want to see something new, something
Innovative.
outrageous, innovative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bright pink kitchens. Barbie.
Perfect. Oh, a Barbie inside.
Yes.
An inside Barbie. This is magical. And Adam, good luck with the movie.
Thanks, mate.
I hope you defeat both the Zombie Ninjas and the Black Ops and save the day.
Check it out and you'll get to find out.
Well, it's been fun hosting tonight. I'm Glenn Hall. Good night. See you next time on Sweet and Sour.
Good night.
You really said it. It was beautiful.
Well, yeah.